Okay. Hello. How are you? This is Lee Gersman with Charles Traynor. How are you, Charles?
Good. Top of the afternoon to you and shillelaghs to all. And it's great to be back on the Lee Gersman Show once again. And we're back to it's the Lee Gersman Show today, folks.
Yeah.
Because this was
the
his
Wimpy
pick.
Show.
Yet
The
this
Wimpy
was his
Show.
pick yet again.
Yeah. Like he picked another sour apple yet again. Why can't you pick some of the good ones, my brother? They're on the tree next to those sour ones. Sorry.
Well, say they make sour apple candy, so some people like sour apples.
Yeah, and then we're going to be listening to some sour apple candy now. Okay. We're going to do a group that I purposefully picked at first, one of their bad albums, because I was trying to make a point. And then after that, I decided I was going to do their other bad album. Then I thought, well, I was totally drunk and figured it's better to wait on that other bad album and do one of their good albums. Then I started hearing and I was thinking what's good about it. But actually, I'm just going to say what it is. You can think what you want. It's a group called Nantucket. The album is Your Face or Mine. It's their second album. And I could have picked either their first or this one. But without necessarily mentioning the name of the person who said this, someone said this was their favorite of their albums. And this is someone whose opinions, even though I almost hardly ever agree with them, they at least know about music and have heard probably even more music than I have, and know of even more groups than I have, even though they're a few years younger than me. And like I said, I 90% of the time disagree with their opinions. But they at least are knowledgeable about music. And they said totally avoid 2 albums by Nantucket, one of which we reviewed. And they said, now you know which ones by Nantucket you ought to visit. This was one of them. So, yeah, anyway.
Well, this buddy of yours,
I don't know him. I sent him some music that he did not ever reply to. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, either way, I mean, he knows what he's online with the good folks at Wikipedia. This is one of only 2 albums that has info there.
Yeah.
And this is considered their best. This is considered their Exile on Main Street. This is considered their Physical Graffiti. This is considered their Sgt. Pepper's. Whatever, maybe you don't agree with all these things I'm saying, but universally some people would think this, right? So this is supposed to be their greatest shit.
their greatest shit. Anyway,
this is supposed to be the shit, and this is some phenomenal. I read that and I was like, the
Shinola flavored shit.
Because I mean, if you listen to the last review of Nantucket, I was just so bowled over with how incredibly horrible it was, and oh my goodness, I don't think I've listened to the Shags, so has Lee. And I'm telling you, just for comedy value, I'd rather listen to the Shags, typically, than this fucking outfit. And I don't care if I'm also younger, and maybe I don't know shit about music, but I know from the first Nantucket album, but I wouldn't call that music. So I still, though, was interested because I didn't know that about that guy, but I knew what Wikipedia said, and they never lie, right? Never. But then, again, to be fair, maybe they're not lying because it's Nantucket, so maybe this is their best album. I don't have a huge sample size. Now, it also said it was considered their best album, but based off the shittiness of, they didn't write shittiness, but they might as well, the shittiness of the debut album and how horribly it sold, nobody knew of this album.
Their first album is also considered to be one of their best. Yeah.
Oh boy. I mean, usually when I think of this group, it's like people hated the Bay City Rollers. I mean, they weren't that great either, but I don't know. They had a little more oomph to them, I thought.
Ooh, but that's pretty low.
I guess so. Or New Kids on the Block. We reviewed them too.
I
mean, when you put a lobster on, at least the lobster wasn't on this album cover.
Yeah,
it wasn't. And I will give credit that the album title is pretty interesting. Your Face or Mine. I mean, I guess kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're going to expect some shillelagh classics on this one here or not. But unlike our boy, the Family Jewels guys. But I don't know. I don't know shit about this band. Don't care to know anybody in it.
Yeah.
But I gave it a whirl. So I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Okay, whoop-de-doo.
Spectacular classic.
All right.
Nantucket, Your Face or Mine, folks.
I guess
Buckle
I'll
up.
Start. Anyway, and then after I say what I say, you can take a little time to say what you say while I get more water for my booze. Okay.
Okay.
Give Me Your Love. Okay. The Nantucket, Your Face or Mine first song. Give Me Your Love. Okay. The opening riff is enough to whet the taste buds of arena rock fans. After a while, the song loses its flavor. It's not horrible, but at best, mediocre. What do you think?
You hit the nail on the head because, at first I was like, what the hell is this? Now this is more like it. It was that riff, but this is like bubble gum that loses its flavor after like 3 chews, that kind of shit. I'm not a massive fan of the keyboards on this song, but the riff is pretty strong here specifically. But then the chorus becomes a little light in the loafers, and that's a shame because they had something going on here. But I suppose the tradition continues with this outfit. They just can't quite get right. I will say I like about half of the song, so hey, it's a start. Good job, Nantucket. For these fellas, this is like cashmere. So maybe we're onto something here. We might be onto something here, Lee. Half. Half of it. There you go.
It would be a horror for me to hear a whole album of cashmere. But
I know you don't like cashmere. I can't help you.
Not for a whole hour. But anyway. What do you think of I Live for Your Love?
Oh, that fucking saxophone. It sounds like a kazoo, so maybe it's good for some comic relief. And the keyboard sounds like this is a reject for the theme song for Night Court or some show like that. I shudder to think who thinks this is some good, solid rock and roll. They probably often eat paint chips or think Dave Matthews is brilliant, I suppose. Man, this is just fucking weak. If Milk Toast was a song, this is it. That should be the title. Milk Toast Blues. The guitar solo ain't too bad though, but yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. And thank you, Nantucket, because I was worried after that first song. You're back to your bullshit.
I put, this is progressive rock for the corn dog crowd. It's fine as background music for the biggest family reunion at an amphitheater, But, no thanks. I'd rather hear Julio Iglesias while eating crab puffs. Okay.
Corn dog progressives. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, Hey Hey Blondie. Okay. This would be heavy metal as done by Leif Garrett, I guess. I'd probably prefer hearing his album. So far, I'm rethinking the bad REO Speedwagon and Styx albums I've heard. That's pretty bad. What do you think?
More like Davy Jones on metal. I'm going to guess that this is the edgy one. And I'm sure Blondie in the song, after getting harassed by the Nantucket guy, was like, get the fuck out of here. These guys make you rethink Poison. Jokes aside, I will say, this song is probably the best one I've heard to this point. It's probably their best song ever. Does it sound like an Archie's reject? Sure, but whichever. I'll take it, I guess, from these guys. If there is anything better on this album, I will be surprised. Hey, I'm sorry, Quicksilver Messenger Service. Come back, please. I'm actually giving a Nantucket song a passing grade. I can't believe it. But it's judged against their shit, not against anybody else.
Understandable. What do you think of California?
It sounds like we get a duet from two of the band members here, and I wish I could say it makes a difference, but it really doesn't. It starts out all serious and slow, then kicks into, I guess, a kind of rocking chorus, which I think, what was the point? The slow melodic part is a bore, and while sure the chorus does have a bit more of an aggressive edge, it's pretty bad. Like, it sounds like something on a children's show. Man, this is pretty fucking weak. I'm so glad they're proving me right. Like, there's no way they could have had two decent, well, check that, okay songs in a row. Then I can cancel my head examination now.
This actually has some pretty cool moments. They remind me a little bit of Head East here. It's not 100% great, but the way the song is done is at least noticeable to me in a good way. I will definitely say it's the best song of those I've heard here today.
I don't know about Head East, but maybe better than Go West. Or whoever did that Wild Wild West song. Yeah, I hate that song. Yeah, it's better than that.
Yeah. Head East is better than Go West.
Yeah. And this band might be better than both. I haven't heard
No. Head East is probably you might like them better.
Yeah. They're not better than Shillelagh though.
No. Well, no. He's
better than both these guys. Both. There's like there's like 6 people in this band.
Yeah. Anyway,
oh my goodness. Yeah.
Next song is Wide Awake. Okay. This song is all right. It's not perfect, but the parts that are good, I do like. And I prefer this song to the whole Styx Cornerstone album. So that's saying something. What do you think?
Look at you trying to rile up all these Styx nerds.
Yeah.
I like Mr. Roboto, so whatever.
That's not on that album that I mentioned.
I know, but I like that song. I'm not a big
It's
Styx
not
fan
bad.
Either. Wide Awake. He's wide awake because she's all he thinks of. And I'm sure that's reassuring for her. Believe me, dude, when he told her that she didn't sleep again, but when he told her that, she never slept again. And she moved 4 states west and still doesn't sleep. The last thing she wanted to hear was from this fucking clown. I guarantee you that. There's nothing great here. But for these guys, it's like better than 90% of Michael Stanley band tracks. So good job, Nantucket. 2 songs I could stomach, but wouldn't necessarily ever want to hear again. Probably by a sea hair, a bit better than Hey Hey Blondie. There you go, Nantucket. I gave you a little bit of you're better than Michael Stanley band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
you
not
you
better than Sticks.
you gave them a sour cherry that did not have piss on it. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, what do you think of Don't Hang Up?
this has to be a joke.
Uh,
I mean, this guy's vocals are beyond putrid. I'd give this song credit. It was trying to be a comedy number, but it's not. Shit, I'm wondering why she even answered the phone to begin with. If you want to get a good laugh, listen to this one. Pathetic lyrics, horrible singing, just like if a limp noodle was a song, this is it. I did laugh a lot listening to it. So if they redid it as a comedy number or just said it was, I'd say it's the best thing I've ever done ever, and maybe they should do comedy rock. But I don't see this happening. So as a serious piece of music, we get a real serious turd in Don't Hang Up.
I put, is it as bad as Journey's Open Arms?
Oh, goodness.
I'd rather hear Don't Hang Up over Open Arms any day, but that's about it. I can scrap this song. Please
That's pretty
don't
bad.
tell me about how you like Open Arms, because that's going to be another argument.
No, I don't. It's like a very annoying song.
Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
And I'm sorry
You're
if
not
I
mean that, too.
accused
It's
you.
very annoying.
I'm sorry if I accused you of some.
Not a big Journey fan here. No.
Yeah.
But I weirdly like Oh Sherry by Steve Perry.
I do too.
Isn't that weird?
It
sounds like
I
Journey.
actually like his solo album better than some of the stuff he did with Journey.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, anyway, next song, Your Place or Mine. Okay. I like the beat to this song very much, and the song itself is quirky enough to please me, so I give it my approval, even if it doesn't deserve it. I think it's okay. What do you think?
This is like a demented version of Cara Alhambra by Zepp. So if you don't like that one, you probably would really hate this. And I do like it, and I still hate this. The keyboards are beyond redemption. And great lyrics like, let me get inside of your pants. If she lets you do that with this weak-ass music, man, God bless you, Nantucket guy. And this is the good album? Or their best? Yowzers. It's shit like this that fake numbers are past. Thanks, bro.
All right.
That you know when the girls pass you a fake number? Yeah, it's their phone number. It's fake. It's because of this shit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nantucket fucker. All right.
Anyway, what do you think of Just the Devil's Way?
This must be their attempt at something like Genesis here. Keyboards all over the place, and it probably wasn't needed. The guitar work is almost good. Almost. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It is Nantucket. I found the best thing with Nantucket is don't give them too much praise or they won't stop. Like, if you give them a little praise, they'll just keep going. We don't want that. Got to keep them on a tight leash. So this one isn't terrible for their standards of garbage, but this is the less smelly garbage in the pile. There, nice enough?
Cool. I put, this is kind of like a Kansas song, but somewhat better. It's not bad. I dig it.
Oh my God! Now we're gonna do Kansas.
All right. Now
you're gonna be great. You're gonna utter the name, the good God name of Kansas.
Yeah.
In this hit here. Yikes.
Anyway.
Okay.
Last song
now let it slide.
Is It Wrong to Rock and Roll? Okay. I did like the part with the guitar solo, but most of the songs sounded like either the commercial version of Journey or of the late 70s of REO Speedwagon, and those are not good things.
Yeah.
So the song could have been better, but I understood, and I was not totally and completely lost to it. What do you think?
This sounds like a song written for Broadway or something.
Yeah.
I was expecting a more powerful piece, that's for sure. We get some knockoff George Harrison slide guitar going on, and in a sense, I am glad they keep the tradition of not seeming to know what the hell they are doing, because lyrically it just doesn't work. And the song itself, musically, is fine, actually. I do give these guys some shit, obviously, and honestly, on this song, the music is fine. And it does fire up a bit, but just being that it's a mess lyrically, and the early mellow part just doesn't match the intent of the song. To me, this makes God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too sound profound. I really wonder why they didn't break out this outfit. Oh, now I know. I've heard them. And I don't recommend others to hear them. Listen to the Shags, folks. Folks, they're better.
Ouch.
Yeah, Nantucket. Good Lord. Like I said, I beg Quicksilver, please give me the lost tracks.
Actually,
Quicksilver.
I can give you the other 2 or 3.
The Chet Powers greatest hits.
I can give you those albums and his solo album if you're into doing it.
Yeah. No, actually, we're due some Quicksilver.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There are a few more to do.
I hold out hope, but I really don't hold out hope that strongly.
The Dino solo album too.
Dino, yeah, I agree with. But by the way, I do agree with you about Journey. They get on my fucking nerves. And who else did you mention? You mentioned somebody else. REO Speedwagon.
Yeah.
Overrated. Don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
I probably would like these guys to REO Speedwagon. Not saying a lot.
No.
But I just don't. I don't know. There's something about REO Speedwagon gets on my fucking nerve. But
yeah.
No, these guys are pretty bad. They're really bad, folks. If you want to punish your children, put on some Nantucket.
That could be their unreleased last album, Punish Your Children.
Yeah. Are these guys are not still doing stuff, are they?
No.
I hope not.
One of the guys in the group, unfortunately, from what I heard, he's still alive, but I heard that he fell off of a building because he was a construction worker and he banged his head pretty bad. And so their last 2 albums had to be done without him because he couldn't hold it together to do music anymore. But he was the main guy.
They're like Skinner now. So they're like Skinner now, where there's nobody in the band.
No, only him.
No.
But the main guy who wrote all of their songs, he's still in it. But with the album that we reviewed first, they did not put any of the credits or who wrote any of the songs. It's like he was probably embarrassed to admit he did it. But he was on this album and wrote pretty much almost everything on here.
Oh, well, maybe they should try the guy that banged his head. He might do a better job. The main guy. Main guy. You can retire. I don't think anybody. I think I read they're still kind of big in North Carolina or something like that. That's where they're from.
Yeah, that's where they're from. They probably still perform at the beach house where they sold all of their albums.
All jokes aside, we don't wish any harm on you folks from Nantucket. It's not my kind of music. But people enjoy them. I'm sorry. Looking at some good music.
Yeah, we should do the music by JoJo Gunn.
They got something to do with this?
No.
Okay, good.
But they're good.
Cool. That's a key. Come on. Yeah. I mean, I only gave you one shitty one yesterday. The other one was good.
And I liked the shitty one.
Yeah, I know. Well,
so you only gave a half a shitty one.
The other one today I liked, so it was fair. It was 1-1, just like yesterday, so it was fair.
And I thought when I wrote the notes to this one, I liked it more, and I realized no, I didn't.
Because you do have taste.
Because even though I was drunk, my hand still wrote the truth.
Come to the light. Yes. Yes. You don't have to say, you don't have to be edgy and say this is good, because it's not good. No. It makes Bay City Rollers sound like Judas Priest.
I used to like them a little bit.
Saturday.
I liked it on the single, and then I didn't like it on the album.
Well, sometimes the single edits are better.
Yeah.
We should get controversial and do a Gary Glitter album one time.
I'm not against doing it.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
You know, well, people will get pissed at us, but hey,
it'll get some views.
We're only going to be criticizing his music, not his other
life.
actions.
No, we won't even mention his life. We won't even get into that.
Yeah.
There's enough of that shit out there. No, we're not going to do Gary fucking Glitter, folks. Don't worry. We're just joking around.
All right.
He only had one song to me anyway.
I would not have minded, but no, actually. But
we have
Phil
tried
Spector,
to do Engelbert Humperdinck
Phil
before
Spector and Leonard Cohen, we have to do that album.
That would be interesting.
Songs of a Ladies' Man. You know what Leonard Cohen said? This is close to, I might have already told you.
No, you haven't.
This is as close to a completely word by word thing that he said. I might be a couple of words off here and there, but basically Leonard Cohen said, when I worked with Phil Spector on Songs for a Ladies' Man, he had put the gun to my throat and whispered to me, I love you. And then when we worked on the songs, he all of a sudden decided to steal the tapes and bring them to his place.
Like he did to Lennon.
So then I had to go to his house and sneak in the window while he had a party and take the tapes back. And I would continue working with him again. That's what he said. He said he would be willing to work with him again. Ain't that weird?
Spector did the same thing to John Lennon with the rock and roll tapes.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Except
Lennon didn't say he wanted to work with him again, though.
Except Cohen didn't pay him for the tapes. He just took them back.
Just took them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
And he sneaked in the house to do it, which is weird. But hey,
well, I mean,
it works.
One day we should do the Ronettes. They only have one album, I think.
I didn't know they had an album. I only know about Be My Baby.
Yeah, I read they have an album.
I only know that song, Be My Baby.
Singles.
That's all I know.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do. Why not?
Why not?
They do have an album.
Yeah.
And then
Ronnie
he horrified Ronnie.
Yeah. Ronnie also has stuff.
And horror stories. She's got horror stories too.
Yeah, and the Ramones, their only good album was done by Phil Spector. And so we could do
that they had one good album. I'm really surprised.
Well,
what is it? Rock and Roll High School.
That's on there.
I don't know the name of the album. Sorry, Ramones heads.
End of the Century.
Oh, I'm just not a huge Ramones fan.
And I like that song too.
But I do know Rock and Roll High School.
It's actually better than their other stuff.
Did he do Rock and Roll Radio?
I like that song too, so I'm sure that's on the album. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I didn't know the name of it because I'm not a huge Ramones fan. I get tired of hearing the same thing over and over again.
Up. Now the second song, up.
Yeah.
Up, and now the third one and the fourth one and all that.
Yeah. They all sound the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's probably.
But Red Sovine, if Red Sovine gives me the absolute white bone chills if I listen to enough of him, because he's like the smiling man with the teeth like you don't know where he's going to bite you. But
yeah,
but if you're willing to go into cold shudder, he makes Tammy Faye Baker look like a natural, honest woman. We could try to do one of his albums.
May she rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah. I was listening to one of his songs off of one of his albums, and I thought, this guy's good. He's got good country sound. And then I was continuing to listen to the words, and I was like, oh shit. And then he just totally creeped me out by anyway. But
back to the Ramones real quick. Did you ever hear Kiss's cover of Rock and Roll Radio?
I don't think I did.
It's pretty good.
I'll have to try.
It's pretty good. It's mainly Scab Kiss, so it's really.
I think I have heard it. Yeah.
It's not bad. I was surprised, but
I don't like it as much as the Ramones version, which is weird. But ordinarily, I'll listen to Kiss before the Ramones.
A blind squirrel can find a nut every now and then, and the Ramones could make an album Lee likes more than me.
Yeah.
I like really good punk music, but the Ramones are good. They are important though. I
have to force myself to listen to a Red Sovine album, which is going to be absolutely horrible for me to do.
The Ramones for me I feel terrible that I don't like them as much as I should, but that's just the way it is. I just don't. I hate that AC/DC gets picked apart for all the songs sound alike when you have the Ramones and everything sounds alike.
Yeah.
At least the Pistols had a little variation. The Buzzcocks had better music to me. The Damned and a bunch of different groups. Television.
Oh, the Damned are pretty good. Have you ever heard their second album?
I love the Dead Boys too, and the Clash, of course. I'm a big fan of them. But the Ramones are. I love the New York Dolls more than Lee, as I know for a fact. But I do recognize though the Ramones are very important to that music, no doubt.
Yeah.
So when I say I just don't like them, it's not because I just want to be edgy and make people mad. No, they sound the same to me over and over again. But I do recognize how important they are to that genre. No doubt they were.
Yeah.
So just learn from me. But I'm glad others really like them. They're better than Nantucket. They got that going for them.
I'm not going to answer. But anyway.
A Cutting Crew sounds awesome. Give me... I just died in your arms tonight.
I don't like it.
Give me Lovin' Rockets.
That's
I'm alive.
a little better.
Give me the Men at Work, Not the Good album.
Ew.
What was that one called? Cargo.
Yeah.
Settle down and give me your peas and gravy.
Ew.
Oh boy. Yeah. Terrible fucking album.
All right.
Anyway, Nantucket, you still suck.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on again, Lee.
All right. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.